Hello, 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 hello.
Hiya.
Welcome back to the Controller Chronicles podcast. I'm Nipper. That's Fletch. That's Flump. How are we all this evening?
Fantastic, lad. Yourself?
Just wonderful, mate.
Aren't we fucking Ollie? Just sit back and chilling.
Just wonderful. Doesn't get any better than sitting with you two talking shit about video games.
Fucking correct, lad.
As well.
Absolutely. Episode 8. Yep. Episode 8. Here we go. We're getting there to that magic number 10 milestone. We're almost there.
10 in a row, baby. 10 in a row.
Plans for that one.
10 in a row. I know. Right.
It's 8. I'm still going to get through fucking 8. I'll get to 10.
We're not there. We've not made it yet.
Might end you.
Hi, just a quick one. Obviously, we've rebranded ever so slightly. That intro will look slightly different to the majority of everything else. So, yeah, it's nice, clean new logo and nice little bit of music there just to get us loosened up and get us going.
Funkiness, mate. A little bit of funkiness.
A little bit of funky. I like it funky. Chunky and funky. That's what they call me.
Two of us are chunky and funky.
That's what
Yeah.
they
The
call
other
me.
one's just chunky.
Chunky. So, that's pretty much us.
I think I'm going to take us away this week, boys.
All yours.
Go.
All me. Right, so before we start, a few wee shout outs that I've been asked to do. My middle nephew has entered into the British Indoor Karting Championships.
Yes.
He's wanting to get his wee page a wee shout out. So on Instagram, it's Riley Goes Karting. We'll get a link posted below. Another friend of the channel, but it's a family member of mine as well. Hardcore Ink Apparel, small business in Dundee, makes his own clothing, and he helped us with the logo and potentially something coming in the future for us. Won't say much more on that, but stay tuned for that. Now, let's get down to business, boys.
Business.
And defeats
On the
a
last episode on YouTube, we got a wee question again from my family. It's just all family, is it? My sister had asked
Like it.
what our feelings and thoughts were on the original Game Boy. What sort of memories we got? What games did we play? So anyone want to take us off on their Game Boy adventures?
Yeah, sure. I mean, Game Boy was probably, again, one of the first consoles that I had, and definitely, obviously, it's the original handheld games console, isn't it? There's obviously other ones out there, but that is widely regarded as the original one, and I had one, and I remember, again, probably taking myself back into the retro days and showing my age a little bit, but I remember having like Tetris, and you had a little plug-in light. So it was a little light on a little bungee cord
aye.
type thing that went on the screen. So that was the only way you could play it, like in the dark or at night or whatever. So between that and then obviously I've sort of played the Pokemon games from Gen 1, and that's, the Game Boy's synonymous with the Pokemon games, and the Zelda games, Kirby. There's hundreds and hundreds of Pokemon of Game Boy games that come to mind. So yeah, brilliant console, absolutely brilliant console.
Flump?
Honestly, it's pretty much very similar to Nippers. Although I never had one personally, my uncle did, and I was usually up at my grand's 4 weekends out of 5. Usually, because I enjoy staying on. But also, my uncle usually had a Game Boy, sort of all the like PlayStation, all that Mega Drive, all that kind of thing. And when he would bugger off, I'd usually be sitting there on it. It's specifically the Game Boy. I remember the only game I really played was Pokemon, because that's all I cared about as a child there. And to say, why don't you, Nipper? Adam, you had that wee light.
Yeah.
I remember you had it was like a magnifying glass and a light on this one.
Yes.
That's what he had. I was like, I was like, is this? I'm just sitting there like 2
It's like
o'clock in the
a
morning.
proper came over the top,
Aye,
didn't it?
aye,
Yeah,
you just sitting there.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I'm like, I'm having just like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm just firing through fucking like Pokemon and get red or whatever it is. He comes in absolutely pissed. He's like, the fuck are you doing? I'm like, "Fucking your fucking bed. I'm sitting like
Mhm.
4. I'm like fucking 9 and 10 and shit. It was great.
Well,
Like Game Boy, I only really
Brilliant.
Pokemon. That was really weird. I didn't play anything else.
Yeah.
Only Pokemon games, but
yeah.
I loved it. I adored that thing.
I think I answered the question anyway. It was Pokemon Blue for me, and Metroid 2
Yes.
was the
Good
games that
shout.
I played on there. I
Great
think
game.
it actually belonged to my dad, and we sort of ended up sharing it amongst ourselves. And eventually, when my brother and sister got bored of it, it got handed to me. And I think I've eventually just pissed my mum and dad off going through fucking batteries upon batteries. Luckily, my dad worked was still at the Marine base, and they got the AA batteries on the cheap, so he just kept on buying on packs home. So, but yeah, Pokemon Blue was the one for me. Um,
Brilliant.
Good shout, lad.
so,
Good shout.
right,
Brilliant. Great
no,
question. So
yeah,
thanks.
Fucking
We love
beautiful,
questions.
by the way.
yeah. So
Beautiful,
Love
by
them.
the
please,
way.
honestly, feel free to keep asking us questions. We'll be happy to answer them.
Definitely.
Right, boys, for my sort of segment this week.
Gone in.
This is going to sort of tie in with you guys because you guys played the game. So, with the recent success of Expedition 33, that sort of came from a small time studio. No, I wouldn't say I'm not going to sort of degrade it and say it was a small studio, but
Mhm.
it was not one of the big guns, so to speak.
Yep.
Um,
Fair.
so, with that success, do you think the big time ones should be a bit more brave, take more risks, and go back to what their roots were, rather than trying to pan out the same and try to copy what everyone else is doing because other people are having success with it?
Simply put, fuck yes. Sorry, Nipper, I'll take this because as usual I'll
Go
be
go for it.
sweet and quick and sweet. So it's like I think they really should. As you say, Expedition N3 was a small time studio. That's fair. They were a small time publisher. They got obviously dealt to deal with it, and it's easily one of the best games, not of just the year, probably the last 2, 3, 4, 5 years. I kind of think anything else that's been quite as adored and loved as the people from the people that played this thing, specifically just 33. But to answer your main question, absolutely. I mean, if a company like EA or Activision or fucking Bungie, for example, get Marathon and go fuck itself, but like that's the thing. Yeah, if you take a risk and it doesn't pan out, like for a bigger company, that's fine. You still got your bread and butter to play with.
Yep.
We'll take EA specifically because they've got FIFA and Madden and whatever other pish they've got. Like, if they were to say, look, here's like a small select team, go make something risky, go make something that you enjoy, you're passionate about, and see what happens. What can go wrong? It's a
Yeah.
tax write off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mind's Eye, you take a look at Mind's Eye, that was a risk worth taking.
Mm-hmm.
Did they really
Yeah.
pan out? But let's give it 4 years. Let's see how it plays out. But something like that, it looked good. It looked exciting. It didn't land well. Don't fathom me. We should have landed a top, but landed like a fucking plane.
Yeah.
No, did very well in the air.
Yep.
But it seemed like it was worth actually taking the risk for.
Yeah.
Because clearly they were passionate about it. Clearly they wanted to make something like that. Otherwise they wouldn't have. But again, whatever happened. But companies should be taking risks, especially bigger companies, because as long as they've got a bread and butter, they can sort of just they can be all right with.
Of
At
course.
least that's what I think. I mean, it might sound stupid, but fuck it, that's my opinion.
No, it's there, mate. It's there. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Like,
think I could probably speak about this for days and days, to be perfectly honest. If we take the Expedition 33 as the prime example, so essentially that has taken what gamers have been told is a genre that doesn't sell in the turn-based JRPG-ish type game, and it's created a game that is the story is brilliant, the characters are brilliant, the gameplay's brilliant, everything's fleshed out, the game's paced properly. It's just the game is just perfect. And I don't mean that as in there's nothing wrong with it. I mean that as in the developers have made a game. Clearly, you can tell that that Sandfall are about the gamers. You can tell that from just the way that the game is made, and the nuances and the way the game's polished and the pacing and everything is just all together, and it's perfect. And it's gone into a genre that we've been told for years and years, and especially Square Enix is probably the biggest culprit of this because they've developed Final Fantasy. Is that genre is dead. Nobody wants to play turn-based games anymore. You can't pace a game properly if it's turn-based. Clearly, it's a lot of bollocks, and all it takes is a lot of love and a lot of talent, which that Sandfall studio clearly had for that project. So to answer your question, yeah, they should be a hell of a lot braver, especially the bigger studios, because as Flump you said, if they release a game that doesn't necessarily, meet the standards, then it doesn't really matter. Like, you take Final Fantasy for example. The problem with the Final Fantasy franchise currently for me is that there's a part of the fan base of Final Fantasy that just will not allow it to be criticised. Doesn't matter what it is, could be a steaming hot pile of shit chucked in front of you, and they will be defended and it will be explained until the end of time. And that is what gets back to Square Enix, not actually the people that are explaining things and being like, no, this is what we want. These are the things we want in a game. Put them in the fucking game. So yeah, the bigger they need to get their fingers out, because you look at the rise of indie games and the smaller developers. If these bigger developers lose touch with their fan base and with their demographic and their audience, then they're going to be the reliance that they have on the number of their fan base that'll just buy their game over and over again is going to become too much, and eventually they'll not be able to sell enough of these shit games that they keep on releasing.
Yep.
Exactly.
No, I fully agree. I'll approach it from a first-person shooter perspective, because that's just my thing. And I think even you guys would know. You mentioned Call of Duty. Call of Duty, great story and a great multiplayer based on three core game modes of Team Deathmatch, Search and Destroy, Headquarters. That was it. That was it. Then Battlefield was large scale maps, conquest, and that was it. Now we've got Call of Duty with about 8 or 9 fucking multiplayer modes and a battle royale. And Battlefield's done the same. They've catered for team deathmatch, rush, fucking. I don't even know what fucking game modes Battlefield's got now, because they've just fucking added it in and it doesn't even get touched.
Yeah.
Because the hardcore player just wants what the game is meant to be. So where I'm at is these games are coming out and they're still pining for the battle royale. They're still, like you said, the people that criticise the game don't get listened to, but the people that defend it will always get their way, and that's just the big problem.
Yep.
For me, microtransactions, bringing it into games as well, is just ruined. It's ruined everything for me as well.
It's absolute nonsense.
Yeah, it shouldn't. It's just, some of it is just blatant pay to win. Blatant pay to win. I don't mind cosmetics and stuff, but just Battlefield did it with the. So for like leveling up and unlocking stuff, they did skip packs. You could pay fucking I think it was like $8.99, and you could just unlock everything at rank 1. And just what's the point? What's like it just makes the game. It makes the game pointless, in the level up system absolutely pointless.
Yeah, you're right.
So
Exactly.
I think
To be honest,
everyone just needs to take a hard look at themselves and make a game that they built their reputation on, rather than trying to feed into what everyone else wants.
Yeah, I would also say, as gamers, we probably need to take a bit of a look at ourselves as well, because
price tag.
you know there'll be these like pay to win and pay to level up, and these things wouldn't exist if they weren't getting bought. So
Exactly.
they're clearly getting bought now. I've seen the one that kind of just jumped out there when you said that, Fletch, is in Final Fantasy 14, which is, it's a slightly different issue because it's an MMORPG, so the game is like hundreds and hundreds of hours long, like even just the base game. So when at the start of every DLC that they release items that you can buy, which then allows you to just start from the start of the DLC. So it'll take you up to the level cap, it'll unlock everything. And I'm a bit, you know, it's a bit like, I'm not sure if that's okay or not. Like, because at the end of the day, you're paying to get to the same place that guy over there's just spent 100 hours grinding towards, and has, you know, probably got divorced from his wife and doesn't have custody of the kids anymore because he's played this game far too much. Do you know what I mean? So, like, but you can just rock up and pay, you know, 19.99 and you're on the same level as him. It doesn't quite sit right with me, to be perfectly honest. But microtransactions that's a different discussion altogether, and my PC might go out the window if it keep getting me raged with that one.
Yeah, I fully agree with that. Like, why release a DLC, then allow someone to pay to get to the level for the DLC, when
Yeah.
your core player base has basically made the game that popular that you've released the DLC, and they're just getting shafted because they've just put in the work, and someone new, they can just come in and go, fuck it, we'll just pay 20 quid and get to that level.
Yeah.
I'm going to play devil's advocate with that. Specifically, what the point you just made. It's like somebody's maybe just put the 100 hours in. They've got that 100 hours. It's, well, say for instance, Nipper, you put 200 hours into Final Fantasy 14. You've made your way through the start to whatever fucking the top end is. You've got all the shit. You're the big bad booty daddy. My dumb ass comes in at fucking level minus fuck all. Up at 20 quid and 20, 30 quid. And I'm sitting at your level, but I don't have your stuff. For me, I don't mind that. I don't mind if you get to the level. Just don't give me gear that's unobtainable. Like,
That's fair.
no, that's what I'm saying. It's like, don't put me at, what's the level? I don't know, 60, 100, what is it? Call it 100.
It's 110 at the minute.
But what, call it, you sit there at 100, you get 10 levels below whatever the top end is. You get sit at 100.
Yep.
You give me some basic ass shit.
Yep.
Some basic ass armor, a basic ass weapon. You didn't give me like any of the sub class unlocks. I didn't get in the game. I'm kind of guessing here.
Yep.
So all you do is you put me at the minimum starting level for that said DLC.
Yep.
But I've still got the rest of the stuff to go through. So if I was to go, say, if I wanted to go through the old stuff, I could go through the old stuff.
Yep.
But if I wanted to go through the new stuff, I could. But I'd have to actually play and unlock all the stuff that you would need, which I didn't mind. I didn't mind being level ready. Just don't give me gear and fucking, I don't know, class unlocks or whatever that puts me at the same boat as everybody else. Just make me the
Yep.
bare minimum and then let me earn everything else for it there.
Yeah, no,
That's fine.
that's difficult
It's-
to disagree with that, to be fair.
That's what I feel like a level up should be.
Yeah.
Don't give me
all the
give me the
shit.
good shit. Just give me the basic of shit.
Yeah.
Because Destiny still does it as well. It's like it's not as prevalent there, but that's nonetheless. It's you start off with a level 1 character, they'll make your way up, and then you get on top of that. Whereas you can buy like a buy you a boost, it'll pick you up to DLC ready.
Yep.
But all it does is give you, I think it gives you a few unlocks of your subclass, which you would normally get anyway. Some blue weapons and some blue gear. You're basically minimum ready.
Yep.
See, that's okay. Yeah,
That
I
that's
can work
fine.
with that.
Yeah.
But it's when you're paying 30, 40, 50 quid to get leveled up, then get all the extra shit, then some more extra shit,
Yep.
and then some more extra shit. Why?
Yeah.
It's a very
No, you're right.
there is a fine. I admit there will be a very fine balance there.
Yep. But then I think the line that needs to be drawn is the fact it's probably from the developers in terms of, are you putting this on the market for people to buy because you want the money for it, or because you want the gamers to get the better experience from it, as in we're not gatekeeping the DLC because you're not at level 60, 70, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So there you go, there's an item, boom, straight to level 70, but you need to go and earn all your shit yourself. Like
Perfect.
that, I genuinely don't mind. But the
No.
problem is that the developers will not do that because they can put an extra tenner on it and get,
Pre-order stuff.
sales for the like the end game shit.
Aye.
Yeah.
Which is bullshit in my opinion.
100%.
Like,
Yeah.
there's no need for that. Just if you're gonna have a level up, give them the bare minimum. If they've got the time to put it into the game, great. If they didn't, at least they're there and ready to put what time they can put in.
It's when they do it and say, oh, if you buy this pack, you'll get an item that you can only get by buying this pack. It's not in the game. You know.
That can
off,
fuck
man.
right off. That can suck every piece of my asshole.
I've seen it being done. And you guys have probably seen it as well.
I'm sorry. You know that's my insult. You know that's what I think. You know that's what it is. But you tell me I'm wrong.
Oh no!
Tell me I'm wrong.
Just
That's
that
bullshit.
is nonsense. Absolute nonsense.
Yeah.
It's some hefty bullshit.
Yeah, well and truly. But we sideways stepped there a wee bit, did we?
Yeah, we've got a good, good discussion.
What we wanted.
Nice wee rant. Nice wee rant.
We'll have some ranting here.
Bruh.
Yeah. That was good.
Right. I'll take over from you, Fletch, here, and I've got a bit of an interesting one. So, because of obviously games are, the design. Fucking hell, Flumpy, all right there.
Can I drink my fucking juice, please?
Jesus Christ! Holy hell! Look!
You fuck off, man. You just let me drink my juice in peace.
Oh, tremendous. Right, anyway.
I can't fucking drink it now. Right?
So my question to you guys is, and I was thinking about this just plainly because something similar in a work environment came up this past week for me. So I find, achievements in the world of video games can come in sort of many shapes and forms, and whether it's just finishing a game you never thought you would finish, or getting past a level that you never thought you'd get past, or even just trying a game that you would never thought you would have played. For me, that's an achievement. So my question, and I'll obviously answer the question as well, is, in your video game life, what is your greatest video game achievement? Now, it doesn't need to be the absolute high end in terms of I platinumed 8 million games in 2 months, or, it doesn't have to be like that. But it can be just something that's special to yourself that you've done, and that you feel has a significant value to yourself.
Okay.
So I'll jump in with mine, because mine's means a lot to me. So I quite feel that it's quite important to me. So mine's is so about sort of the back end of COVID time, I'd kind of started looking at different streamers on Twitch and trying to find different, just because I was bored shitless because I was at home the whole time, just trying to find different avenues of entertainment. And I came across a streamer who's predominantly a Resident Evil streamer called Bokba Soup, and he specialises in speedruns. So it's never really something I'd ever looked at before. I'd never really gone that far into a game to break the mechanics of it to get it done quicker than normal. So I kind of thought, you know what, I'm going to give this a bash. And at the time, RE2 Remake was out, and that's one of my top 5 video games of all time. So I thought, I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to spend a week trying to learn the route and all the rest of it. And with a lot of failed attempts and a lot of successful attempts as well, my achievement was that I, in one of the categories of the game, managed to get a time that was, at that time, it's nowhere near it now, number 11 in the world.
Oh, wow.
Fucking impressive, mate.
So it's purely just speed run, start to finish as quickly as you can possibly do it. There are obviously, each game has a heap of categories, so like there are categories which encourage you to like break it and go out of bounds and clip through walls and things like that. So my category was New Game Plus on Leon's story on Resident Evil 2 Remake, and the time was 54 minutes 26.
Nice.
And at that time, I don't even think it gets top 100 now, if I'm honest. At that time, it was 11 in the world. So
That is impressive nonetheless, man.
I was quite impressed with that, to be honest, considering I'd never even thought of doing it previously. So yeah, so that's mine. So give me yours.
That must have been difficult for you because you're the type of person that likes to take your time and enjoy the game rather than rush for it. So
yeah, it's tough, but at that point, I'd beaten the dead donkey with it. Like I'd completed it and gone through it, and those who've played Resident Evil games know they're famous for their replayability and their New Game Plus runs and things like that. So I'd proper won the shit out of it, if I'm honest. So it gave the game a new lease of life for me because I was playing it in a way that I didn't really play it before. So
nice.
Let's see you take it.
I'm going to cheat because I've actually got two. I've got one in my sort of teenage life before I had to become an adult and get a job, and I've got one in my adult my adult life, to be fair. So we'll start with the teenage years. I think we already discussed this on episode 1. I became number 3 in the UK for Battlefield 3 on the leaderboards for everything. So all aspects of the game, I was number 3 in the UK. It was a grind. It was 13, 14 hours a day, constant playing, just grinding it out. So yeah, that was before real life kicked in. That meant a lot to me, and that's why Battlefield means a lot to me, just because I spent that much time putting my effort into it.
That's a hell of an achievement, to be fair.
Oh yeah.
Christ, aye.
And look, you guys have seen me stream it recently. I'm nowhere near where I was, or for skill and for just being able to play it.
And
adult life, yeah, adult life. I think you guys will all agree. The very first clear of the Vault of Glass raid was.
You know, I'll give you that because that was a bitch.
That was the very first clear of the Vault of Glass on Destiny. Was.
Yeah.
Yep. And I still never got the Vex Mythoclast. Fuckers.
Got the Fatebringer though.
Yeah, I got the Fatebringer. And that was with, that clear was without cheesing the last boss. You know? So that was a big achievement. And the wee little throwaway one was Thursday night there when whatever night it was, I managed to it was Sunday actually. I managed to get a couple of hours on a story game on stream.
I
tell you what, I think that's a bigger achievement than your Battlefield stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not taking the piss. I think it is.
Sunday night, I managed to stream almost 2 hours of a story game.
That is fucking impressive.
I actually, because obviously I was there for the majority of that stream as well, Fletch, I want to say that I thought you did really well. I know, and I'm not meaning that in a patronising way.
No.
Like, I know story games just aren't your jam. I could tell even just in the little bits when it was even slightly heavy dialogue, your brain just fucking
Aye,
you
you
were
literally
you
just see me like this.
yeah you were away on a different planet. But
Yeah.
what I would say and what I noticed just because I've played it was The Last of Us you played part one.
Yeah.
I've played it so many times as well is that game is probably perfect for you, and the reason for it is it's paced so well. Like you don't have to force your way through the story. It also doesn't drag you back and make you explore 800 things before you can actually go there. Like
Yeah.
the game just bobs you along and actually paces you through it, which I think benefits you because it keeps you engaged.
Yeah, that last encounter absolutely ruined my life. Because I just kept on running in. I didn't know what to do.
Ah!
Yeah, that was it. No, but there'll be more of that to come.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
so
you did
It's
well, mate.
enjoyable.
You did really well. Yeah.
yeah, thanks, mate. Flump, all over to you,
Uh,
sir.
so, I have nothing compared to what you two fuckers have.
Mhm.
I'm not even joking. So it's like, mine is both Destiny related, Destiny 1 and Destiny 2. Destiny 1 is the finishing the Taken King raid King's Fall on its hardest difficulty during Destiny 1. It doesn't sound like much, but me and the 5 idiots I used to play with, that kind of sums it up with 5 idiots. Competent, but idiots.
What idiots.
And I think that took us 9 solid hours to finish. Like we started about 8 o'clock that morning, and it was like 4 or 5 in that morning that we finally got it done. And it felt so fucking good. I just sitting there, just so long, just pounding. We got every bit we needed to get done. We just couldn't get bit after bit after bit after bit, and it just once we got like the fucking hell. Oryx himself took us about 3 years.
Yeah.
I was perfect. No saying then. We know that's bullshit. But by the time he died, it was like fucking yes. We can get to bed. I'm like, see boys, I'm away to work.
Wait,
I
what?
started at 6 o'clock that morning. So that was a great. That
Fucking
was a
hell.
it was a fucking. I felt good that day.
Yeah.
And
First,
then
I just want to jump in here.
go on.
Do not ever downplay an achievement, Flump, in front of me,
Yeah.
because if
Oh
you
no.
think it's an achievement and it's important enough to talk about, then do not downplay it.
Okay,
Yeah.
Dad. Sorry. But you got a
Yeah.
point. So like for me, that's obviously it's nothing compared to getting like 11th in the world or being third in the best. But for me, the people that I ran with at that time, well, we're great, we were idiots, but we're competent enough. It just eventually we just needed it to click. And the second one is Salvation Z Rage in Destiny 2. It's the most recent one, the one that is a fucking brain melting, IQ busting, flump destroying pile of beautifulness. I stepped into that raid as Flump. I walked through as a puddle of fucking goo, mate. Honestly, again, it's just a four different people that ran it. I never ran it with before, but I've played with them before, and one was throughout the years. The problem with that is there's a couple encounters there that if you have the IQ of me, you are fucked. And that's no me putting myself down. That's no me being disrespectful. That is fucking brain melting because I could not figure shit out. I was told where to go, what to do, and what to shoot and where to stand. Fucking worked out perfectly. But that entire raid from start to finish was very, very mechanic heavy. Uh, you needed a bit of brain power to figure out the one specific encounter called Verity. It's the day with shapes. All I know is shapes go shapes. That's all figured out. One shape plus another shape makes another shape, but you have to pick a different shape when you're standing in it. So fucking But exactly. But if we start to finish, I had so much fun. You will always a pile of goo. Getting to the end of that, then killing the big son bitch. Well, injuring the big son bitch. It felt so fucking good.
Yeah.
Oh, it was fucking. I think it's at 3 or 4 in the morning again. We got it done. Just felt good. Just felt so happy with myself.
Yeah.
Quite right.
But
I
I
think
turned out as a pile of fucking goo. Like I was just like.
completing any Destiny raids an achievement. You're looking at minimum 4 or 5 hours on any of them. To be fair,
Yep.
on first
100%.
year, you know.
Oh, first go, aye, definitely. But for
Okay.
me, that's mad too, because it was not so much the raids themselves were fantastic,
Mhm.
but it's the people I spent it with, the time that we spent it with, it was just enjoyable.
Yeah.
Never used the word cunt so much in my life, but God, it felt good. But that's really my mindset. So it's nothing too special. It's not downplay, but it's special to me,
That's
That's
good.
the
Then.
and that's
point.
what matters.
That's the point. It's special to you and it's individual to you, and you put a lot of effort in, and you put the time in, and
Mm.
you worked hard to get the outcome. So yeah,
Now,
no,
I do have a
excellent.
third one, Nipper, that you might you might side with me in this one.
Go on in.
Honest old split gate too.
Look
Great achievement. I love a fucking do.
at his face.
That face
Right,
says it all.
right. Well, no, you've started it, so let's just get into this, right? That is the single fucking worst game I have ever had the misfortune. And I didn't even play it. I can't say the misfortune to play because I didn't play it. Because it's a pile of shit.
I agree.
I
I
also,
fucking hated it.
I also think I should go ham myself in at the police station for recommending that game.
Oh,
to
you should. You should fucking hang your head in shame for that one. That is bad. No, honestly though, that to me, I mean, we had a bit of a laugh and a giggle about how angry it made me, but I genuinely, after we stopped playing it, I had to go and like stand in a corner and just have a word with myself because I was so angry at that game.
He was furious. I was
You-
so happy with myself. Honestly, we jumped off that game. I was sitting here, I was just howling with laughter because I hated it. I fucking hated it.
It was so bad.
It's bad when we have to go on Fortnite to cheer ourselves up after.
That's when you know.
And
That's
it's
when
not
you
as,
know.
and it's not as my setup's bad, but I felt like I was playing on a fucking PS3 trying to play a PS5 game. It was
Fucking-
buggy. It was laggy.
I felt
wanna
like I was playing on a fucking microwave. Aye! It was fucking shit!
Here is me thinking, right, I'll go get us a new game to play, boys. It'll be a laugh. We'll go try something new then.
Oh,
Absolute disaster.
we
stressed to
we-
fuck.
not have fun. I'm not going to defend it, but I will say I had some good ideas.
Yes.
If it had, not been a big pile of shit.
Conceptually, it's good. The ideas are there, and you know the gimmick with the portals and jumping about and using that as different mechanics and stuff.
Fantastic.
But none of that matters because the gunplay is fucking awful. The game's just lagging all over the shop. Comms cut out halfway through the first fucking game for us.
You couldn't even fucking talk for the first game and a half.
I mean, I'm not sure if that was me or the game, so I'm not going to blame the game for that one. But
I fucking am.
but it was just.
It's not my problem.
I actually don't think I've had a work. What did we play that for? Half an hour, maybe?
Yeah.
I think it was that.
I
maybe.
genuinely don't think I've had a worse half an hour with a game than that.
I
was
agree with you.
awful.
I agree with you.
Mhm.
And you know what? I had a better half
Absolutely
an hour with Cyberpunk 2 when it first came out than I had with that.
Yeah,
And that was legitimately broken.
honestly, it was so bad. Rather stick my knob in a cheese grater. It was just so bad.
I'd rather you help my knob in a cheese grater. That's how bad it was. I'm not going to lie to you. I'd rather be both
I'd rather just
experienced
find
that
them
way. Why do you think I'm getting hit me hot?
It'll be there somewhere, Flash, don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, yeah, I probably need to get away from Split Gate 2 before I end up getting a fucking migraine again. So,
Right, quickly, Flump, move us on.
yeah. Flump,
Oh, right. You can't
Quick.
what? This is a fucking perfect segue, by the way. So, before a wee bit of rage there, a wee bit of anger. Let's move with something a little bit fun and a little bit nicer. So,
Yeah.
we were just talking about achievements for a start.
Mhm.
And I've been thinking about this for a wee while now. So it's like, what was the two of you? I'll start off. I'll hit my question first. That's fine. But for the two of you, what was your best period in gaming? Whether that's game cycle, console cycle, just time in general, whatever. For you, what was your best best period in time of gaming? I'm gonna hit mine would be the Halo 3 era, because I wasn't shit. I had 3 or 4 very close people to play it with. I smashed the fuck out the French for a couple of games. Made me so happy. But so like that sort of the Halo 3 area was the era. Why am I saying area? The Halo 3
Mhm.
era
Era.
was just, for me, that was really because you had the good CODs as well. You had a couple, I think you had a couple of good battlefields and all. And I was happy,
Mhm.
like the Halo 3 campaign,
Unreal.
fucking
Yeah, co-op
Battlefield.
online.
Exactly. I enjoyed playing Battlefield at that time. I enjoyed playing COD at that time. I enjoyed playing FIFA. What the fuck does that tell you? I wasn't shit at it. I'm new, but for the point. But for me, that general area, that era. So when I was younger, I was a lot happier with life because I didn't have to deal with shit.
Mhm.
For me, it was then. It's like two of the folk that I used to play with. Then they're two of my closest people. They knew, no, you two,
Mhm.
but 2 others. That's right. I have other friends. Don't get
Oh,
jealous.
oh.
Oh.
Don't get fucking jealous. Don't get jealous. But that's me. That's quick, short and sharp. Enlighten me, gentlemen. What is your best period in gaming?
On you go, Fletch.
Um, so I'll also bolster your Halo 3 area. I mean era.
Bolster my area.
um, but I think what stays sentimental with myself is Destiny, the era of Destiny. Um, and a good friend of ours, also Flashy, invited me into a party which had Mr. Flump in it.
Fuck.
And
Long time long.
from that sort of moment on, that we just all us we just got together and just started working our way through the Destiny universe, and
Hmm?
here we are making a podcast, and we're 8 episodes in. So that holds a special part in my life, and I think it always will.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's a fair point. Legit, it's a fair point.
Yeah.
Yep. I've got a little bit of a two-pronged answer to this. So I'm similar in terms of what Fletchy was saying there, about the kind of early PS4 sort of early to mid PS4 kind of area. But it's not that's not for anything gaming related. That's because I met the majority of the people that I call friends through that kind of, including you two fucking idiots. Um, yeah, and it's through, obviously Fletch, you and I live in the same town, but
Mhm.
I think if we are honest, obviously, I think Flashy's probably the one that brought us kind of into the same kind of
Mhm.
area and into the same group chats and,
Yeah.
and all the rest of it. So probably owe him a fair whack for
Yeah.
getting us together. But that's not gaming
Fair.
wise. That's purely just down
Life.
to life and the people
Yeah.
that I call friends now. So if we're looking gaming wise, I've got to go PS2. Got to go PS2.
Right, there you go.
I don't think it's comparable. So you're talking like 2000, like the games on that console. You're talking like GTA San Andreas, Final Fantasy X, which is considered one of the better ones. Um, there's hundreds and hundreds of games. I got fucking Lord of the Rings games, Final Fantasy 12, SmackDown versus Raw when the WWE games
Mhm.
started really coming out and becoming a
Amazing
force.
game.
And I just think PS1 changed the game, right? Because it took old school, what we thought was the greatest thing you'd ever seen ever, and went, actually, we can fucking do this. And the PS2 just doubled and trebled it, and it was there's a reason it's the most, as we said last week. It's the reason it's the most sold games console of all time. So
Exactly.
and I think just the sheer volume of games, and even like Resident Evil Code Veronica, Resident Evil 4, you know, these are games that all came out on the PS2 that I owned on the PS2, and I just, you know, I did in high school. I did a techie drawing project on my PS2. Like I took it into class and I did like the drawings and the cross section drawings and everything. So
Love it.
I would
There you
say
go.
that's it. So a bit of a, you know, a nostalgia one from a gaming point of view, and sort of,
A life
you
one.
know, life and friendship and the power of friendship.
No, I love that.
I just want to point out that, yes, I picked my area. Don't forget, you two fuckers are still involved in the Destiny area. That's the counts. Don't fucking no. Don't take it away.
Yep,
Flashy's
absolutely.
got a lot to Flashy has got a lot to answer for, by the way. A fucking lot to answer for. Yeah, shite.
Brilliant. But nah, I mean, like I said, and I don't not go over it too much, but obviously the likes of people that we all know, Flashy outside of here, you know, best man at his wedding, godfather to his son. Do you know what I mean? So it's
There you go.
genuine, proper connections that have been made through gaming.
Yep.
And that's what we've said. We've said it loads, that genuine connections can happen through gaming and online and all the rest of it. It's just finding
Exactly.
like-minded people.
And when you find them, you usually just stick by them, to be honest with you. It doesn't matter how life busy gets or how busy each of these are, at some point, you'll just come back and you'll talk for a wee bit. That's all good.
Correct, Mundo. Right, I think now that we've managed to do this, and Flump's already got his head in his hands. So last week we did the first Controller Chronicles quiz. Flump was shockingly bad. I think we'll just
Shockingly.
So-
Oh, you expected me to get fucking anything?
So he ended up having to play a turn-based game on stream because that was his forfeit, and he fucking hates turn-based games. Incidentally, that was actually a really fun stream. He played XCOM 2, and it was actually turned out to be a lot of fun, which was nice. He was a bit stressed at a couple of points.
No, not stressed. Never stressed. Fucking angry. I'm 50% of myself, 50% in the game. Especially that last fucking mission. You stupid prick! Why you no movie? Why no move? Why no fucking?
Can't move because it's no his turn, Flump. Come on.
It was. Listen, you. I failed that last mission because that fucker couldn't move.
So
Up his
because-
bloodline gets fucking stubbed teeth forever.
Bloodline gets stubbed toes. What the fuck?
You heard what I said.
I did.
And an itchy butthole.
So
On
on that note, we've decided to bring the quiz back again. So essentially, this time Fletch is doing the questions, and it'll be me against Flump, and the loser will then have to do some sort of video game forfeit, which Fletch will decide this week.
What am I playing this time, Fletcher? What am I doing?
Also, it's going to be whatever Battlefield games on the Game Pass.
Don't make me wear a maid outfit. You can buy it.
Oh,
Right,
hello.
before we start, boys, this week's forfeit is going to be whatever Battlefield game that you guys have access to on the Game Pass.
Oh, fuck me sideways.
The forfeit is you'll need to let me know what one it is, and I will come and play it with you on stream as well. So you're not alone.
I thought you said a
That's-
forfeit.
That's nice. It's
That-
I really
Battlefield.
hope.
It's a first-person shooter. That's a forfeit for me.
I need to win this. Fuck. Wednesday, 70 answers. I need to win this.
I'm so gonna end up playing a fucking first-person shooter. Oh my god.
Nah, I don't know. The questions are easy.
Okay.
I'm
Right.
a fucking idiot.
Take us
Oh.
away, Fletchy.
Question 1. What was the first standalone CD-based console? Now, this is not an add-on. It was the very first console that came out that was just purely CD games. It was released in 1991, if that helps you.
Shit, I was 4.
I think I have an answer. But I am not
I
confident
think I have
at
one.
all
I think
here.
I have one. I have one. Well,
So-
you want me to go first?
Yeah, feel free.
Is it the Sega Saturn?
No.
I've.
You see,
Oh, I'm not confident about this at all. I've gone Sega Mega CD.
No.
if you say Commodore 64, I'm coming to bat you.
It was a Commodore CD TV.
Oh, for fuck's
Fuck's
sake!
sake.
I should
you-
get half a point for being closest.
If you'd have said Commodore 64, I think we might have had to given you that, by the way. But you
would have,
didn't,
yeah.
so fucking ruined
It
you.
was-
Right, so
It was either-
we're still
It was
even.
either that, the fucking the Sega Saturn. It's one.
Question 2.
0-0 at halftime. Lovely.
What year was Battlefield 3 released? Closest will get the point.
Hang on. No, I've
Oh,
got,
you
I've
can
got-
fuck off. You
I've
can
got-
fuck off. Get your
No.
phone in your hand, you dick. Phone in your hand.
I've got a way of
Oh, you-
working this out, though.
Oh, I fucking think so well that. Yeah. Get your wallet away now. I can hear you
Right,
clicking.
I've got an answer.
You know, I'll let you go first.
Two, 2012.
Flump.
Let's see what age I'm on. When, 2014.
Oh.
Nipper gets a point. It was 2011. 2011.
I was actually
Yeah,
toying with 2011 for a minute, but I thought it was too close to the PS3.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's fair.
Question number 3.
Prick.
So I will give you a point for getting the right answer, and I'll give you a bonus point, which will cover the point missing from question 1 if you can get close to the units sold. So, what sold more, the PS3 or the Xbox 360? So the PlayStation 3 or the Xbox 360?
Oh, that's a good fucking good question, by the way.
Yeah.
Right, I want to clarify. Was it? I don't want the answer, but was it double or single figures or millions? Because let's be honest, it's fucking millions.
It is
It's got to be double
Yes.
figures.
double figures, it's not
Surely.
3 figures.
Yeah.
Right, that's fine.
So, as I say, if you get that, I'll give you the answer, 1 point for the answer, and I'll give you a bonus point if you get close to the units sold.
Right. I'm just going to be brave here, right? I'm going to go Xbox 360. And I'm going to go 67 million units.
Don't know why, but I'm going PS3 with 65. 65 just stuck. I mean, even before you said it, I didn't want to clarify,
Okay.
but I don't know why I'm saying PS3.
So, the PlayStation 3 outsold the Xbox 360.
Motherfucker.
The PlayStation 3 sold 87.4 million.
Jesus.
Point
And-
each.
The Xbox 360 sold 84 million.
Point each.
Wow.
So 1 each.
Listen,
One
I'll take
all.
the point. I'll take the fucking point.
So that's 1 all. Right, boys. Question 4.
2-1 in Nipper, technically.
What was the top selling game in the UK the year I was born, which was 1991? So, top selling game in the UK in 1991.
I was fucking 4.
So was I, you prick. Get over it.
The fuck you gonna do?
Right.
If I'm
I think
honest
I-
with you,
I think I've got an answer
I
as well.
I didn't have an answer. I have no idea. legitimately do not have an idea.
I'm gonna go.
Do
how
not have a
spec-
fucking clue.
How specific do we need to be here? Because I've got a feeling it's a franchise game.
Okay, I'll give you I'll say it is a franchise game.
So
If that
I'm
helps
gonna
you.
go. I'm gonna go Super Mario.
Okay. Flump, you got a hazard a guess on that? Huh?
Fucking I don't know, Super Mario 3.
Nil pois, boys. It was Sonic the Hedgehog.
Motherfucking piece of shit!
So we're still on 1-1. So it's going to come down to this last question.
No,
And I might-
it's still one. It's still
Yeah,
one.
no. How is it 2-1 nipple?
Fucking Sonic. It's 1-0.
It's 1-0. Because the bonus point
No, no.
only came into play if you got the right answer for the first part.
Right. See, my
Yeah.
bad. I thought it was
No,
Oh, no.
this fucking question even confused me. The answer fucking surprised me here.
Oh fuck.
What console was released first? The Sony PlayStation or the Nintendo 64?
PlayStation.
Yeah, it's the PlayStation. 100%.
Okay, we have got a fucking tie.
Oh, does that mean we both need to play Battlefield?
Do you guys want a sudden death or do you want to both take the forfeit?
What do you think, Flump?
How many sudden death questions have you got available?
I've got none available, but I'll think on the spot.
If
I'll
you
go
can
for
get, can you get 3 questions quickly? We'll call it best out of 3.
3?
Mhm.
Fucking hell. Some of us have got bed to get to, Flump.
Bitch, I started 4 hours. Shut up. But you came up. We'll go. If you can get a sudden death question, we'll go with that.
Okay.
Yeah. Go for it.
Mm.
Can't believe I've let this lead slip.
I
Stephen
can't believe.
Gerrard.
I can't believe I can't believe I'm still in the fucking frame yet.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
I'm worried.
Here we
What
go.
is the most played video game of all time?
The most played video game of all time.
Yes.
I see that it's 1 or 2.
Fuck it, I'm going straight for my gut answer, and that's Minecraft.
Tetris.
Fucking, I need another question. It was Fortnite.
Fuck!
Mm-hmm.
Ah! Right, one more. If there's not a decider between this, then we're both doing the forfeit.
Fair point.
Which band made more money from gaming royalties than Guitar Hero than any of their albums sold?
What's the genre of music?
Rock.
Is
Oh,
it
fuck.
the famous fucking Alex is on fire or whatever it is through thunder and flames or whatever it's called?
No.
There's no Dragon Force. I never played Guitar Hero. Fuck.
Nah, me neither really.
Fucking, I don't know. The Darkness.
Nope. It was Aerosmith.
Aerosmith.
Right, I've got one more then. I'll fire in one more.
Right. Okay.
If he's
One
got
more.
it, he's got it. He's got it.
Which game is widely regarded as the worst video game ever created?
E.T. Tell
Expand.
me E.T. nearly killed the fucking video game as a whole. Tell me I'm fucking wrong.
It was Atari ET.
I didn't know that, so well done, Flump.
Fuck you, Nipper! You play Battlefield.
Oh, I don't want to play Battlefield.
I'd like to point out that he never gave me any of them fucking questions. I just know that one. I
No.
watched a lot of Netflix.
Did you?
I watched a lot of Netflix. So, Nipper, I would like you to fire up a stream at some point in the next week of a Battlefield game. And if you let me know what one, I will try get on with you and make it a little bit more exciting for you.
Fucking ram it.
I'd like to point out that there is a documentary about that ET games. I highly suggest you watch it. It's very fucking good and it's a very good informative watch. It damn near killed video games as a whole. It was that bad.
Well, it's fucking ruined my week.
Fucking made mine though. And you get what's funny, Nipper? I might just join you for the fucking hell of it.
Yes.
Oh, fucking first person.
I say, beware, mate. I tried to get him to play Battlefield 4 once.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Can you team kill in Battlefield?
It depends what mode you're playing.
We're playing that mode. You're fucked. Oh, you're fucked. I'm gonna piss you off that much. You're gonna find it where I live. You're gonna come my house and slap shit at me.
He's actually devastated.
Yes. He's let his lead slip away. To a fucking idiot. Yeah.
Nah, well done, Flip.
There were some good questions I had though.
I'm fucking really cracking ones, by the way.
Really good.
See, if you just said Commodore 64, I would have gave you it.
I know. And
I won anyway.
That'd have been over quicker than we thought it would have been. Oh, fucking Battlefield, right? Okay,
Just wait, don't mind though. Just wait, don't mind.
I'll figure that out.
Have a look on Game Pass, mate.
Honestly, I'm sure there's a few in there.
Yes, I'm sure I've scrolled past them 800 times.
He's so angry. He's so upset.
No, I'm not.
You'll book it in for next Tuesday and go, guys, my computer's not working.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. My PC's out the window. Oh, no. Oh, no.
I was like, it's not right, Nip, I'll bring up the disc for the PlayStation for you, pal.
The PlayStation's gone as well. Fucking launching it out of the windy. Right. No, on that note, that was super, guys. So fucking ruined my week, but what can you do? Nah, brilliant. Listen, that's the end of episode 8. So we've made it through another episode. Yep, you've made me angry twice tonight. So Splitgate and Battlefield. That's my trigger words from now on. So
Splitgate should have been the forfeit.
Split.
Oh, bless you, I'm not sure you would have survived the finishing of that sentence.
No. Brilliant. No, listen, again, I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody who watches our stuff and listens to the three of us just honestly talk fucking nonsense for an hour and a bit every week. It's bizarre that people like listening to it. It's weird, but such is life. Get out, go and do something. But before you do that, like the video and drop us a comment about anything. We love comments, so please, the more comments we get, the better. We can discuss it on episode 9. Episode 9.
Yeah. Even if you just leave a comment about how big my forehead is or something, I'm okay with that.
If you two thought your two questions were bad.
Oh no.
Oh, here he is. Look at him.
I'm intentionally gonna make sure you get fucking 0. I just need to think of a photo that you can post there though.
What I'll do is I'll get my phone there, right, and I'll have it listening, and I'll just get AI to answer the questions for us.
I'll just send you the questions, send Nipper the answers.
Chat
just get a completely different set of questions because I'm
that would be like you because you're a massive bell end. So.
Oh, thank you. I love you too.
I love you.
No, can't wait to see the story game I'm playing next week.
Excuse me. Right, we'll finish up there, guys. So, thank you very much, and I need to go and look at Game Pass as to what Battlefield games are on. So that'll be me for the rest of the night. Yeah. Have a wonderful weekend, evening, week. Thank you all, folks.
Take care, folks. We appreciate you. Gabby, get back to